Dragon Ball New Future is a non-profit fan-based what-if, while acknowledging that Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Daima are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Fuji TV, Akira Toriyama, and Shueisha. Please support the official release. Hello everybody, my name is Rainfrog, and I'd like to welcome you to what originally was going to be just a Dragon Ball what-if. But my hyperfixation of it turned it into something a bit more. It turned it from a what-if into a new series. In this world of Dragon Ball, there's going to be stricter rules, more grounded situations, and less plot armor / deus ex machinas. Violence, character growth, death, and martial arts will be more prominent, definitive, and prevalent. This series is going to be just before Dragon Ball, all the way to GT. With some of the movies and some of Super / Daima being adapted into the story, I am taking Akira Toriyama's foundation and making a series that I think would fit at home in the Dragon Ball community. This is Dragon Ball New Future. Our story starts on planet Vegeta. King Vegeta enters the incubation chamber alone and with a heavy mind. Walking past all the lower class pods, past the middle class, and up the staircase to the elite pods. He puts his hand on Prince Vegeta's pod, who is soon to be sent off-world.
Prince Vegeta, my heir, I lament our time as a race may come to an abrupt end soon due to poor decisions. Cold putting that bastard in because the son in charge probably doomed our empire, our legacy. What a damn legacy it is. Who am I kidding? We built our fame on bloodshed and conquest. Maybe it didn't have to be this way. Perhaps we could have done differently. Not heroism. There's no Saiyan alive good enough to be a hero. A damn Saiyan saving lives instead of taking them? What a joke. But maybe, if our path was different.
A beep on an incubator catches the old monarch's attention. A Saiyan infant's power spiked dramatically for a second, causing the system to set off an emergency alarm. Walking over to it, he gasps.
A power level of 10,000?
He stammers and pauses to think to himself for a moment.
I need to go back and rest on this for now.
A little while later, on another part of planet Vegeta, a low-class Saiyan and his pregnant partner are starting their lives together in the slums of Vegeta. A door flies off its hinges, and yelling can be heard. It's not my fault you're weak, Gine. You almost kept getting yourself killed. That's why you're not a part of the team Celepa is.
Just because she's on your squad, that gives you the right to find another mate?
I didn't say that,
Yeah, you're right, Bardock. You didn't say that. You actually did it.
She throws a small key blast that hits Bardock, not affecting him. She then falls to her knees. You know damn well you can't hurt me, Gine.
I know, you asshole. I want you to feel how you hurt me. You picked me. How did you do this? Raditz is going to be born soon and you did this.
Well, you know what? You're just pregnant. Just like Celepa.
What?
He turns away from her. Bardock flies away to go on to another mission, leaving his mate behind, lying in tears in front of all the scummy Saiyans, stunned, stuck in their place. A couple weeks later, Raditz is sent off with Prince Vegeta, while Bardock's bastard son is sent off-world as well. Mission after mission, coming home, leaving, coming home again. They would eventually conceive once again. Months go by, and we see the Mending family leaving the nursery with another baby boy. Gine thinks to herself, whilst walking home. The moment they arrive home, they start getting their child's pod set up in the nursery room. Bardock speaks up and catches Gine whilst she was mid-thought. I haven't been very good to you, or Raditz.
Bardock, what?
She slowly stands up after finishing the pod. Just listen, please. Bardock walks over to one of the chairs in the room and sits down with a look on his face screaming agitation and regret. When I came back and you're dead, it's because Dodoria killed them. My team. I cared for those fools. Like a goddamn weakling. But maybe being weak isn't the worst thing. No, it's being powerless to stop the inevitable. It's watching our people march towards destruction and knowing no one can change it. Because... He slams his fist on the wall, cracking it. Gine jumps, then slowly approaches him, his face in his hands.
I'm weak, Gine. I'm weak because I can't save us. But maybe I can save our son. No, I have to. He'll be our future to reverse the damage the Sands have done to themselves. To fix the Sand legacy, Kakarot has to live.
Bardock, I don't know what's going on, but I trust you.
He looks up, shocking her. He has tears in his eyes.
I put you through so much pain, Gine. You stayed. Why? What made you stay?
She embraces him. He meets her gaze. She chuckles and blushes.
Remember? It was after we first made it.
Bardock blushes.
Because that night, on the dead planet that we snuck off to, you looked at me and asked me if I would be yours, even after I left the team. And I told you I would. You held me in your arms, and in that moment, I heard our hearts beat as one.
He embraces her with love, regret, and sorrow. A transmission over the scouter goes off. It's Frieza, demanding every Sand to return to planet immediately. It's an emergency.
That piece of shit, I knew it!
He stands up and takes Gine's hand.
We have to steal a pod and send Kakarot off-world now. Sadly, we can't wait.
Gine nods, and they leave their abode and dart for the castle's docking bay. Now let's go back to a familiar tyrant and see how he's taking this news. The throne room is in disarray. Everyone is yelling and confused. Missions were cancelled and the king hasn't come to clear the air. The royal vizier hastily searches for Vegeta. Luckily, he finds him on his balcony, looking at the ship, hovering above the outer atmosphere.
My lord, everyone is confused and awaiting orders from you. Frieza has...
He lifts his hand to silence him.
I'm well aware. You know he has asked for my presence, and mine alone, instead of coming down and addressing me and my people. Tell me, doesn't that sound a little suspicious?
His advisor nods in agreement.
Absolutely, my liege. That sounds like he is going to force you into a corner, and possibly just kill you.
He turns to look at his loyal friend.
Paragus, I fear whatever he has planned might not just be the death of me, but our entire race. I've had a suspicion this entire time ever since he was put in charge. That's why I've had our sons and all of the Sand children off planet as much as possible. Not just for our usual conquest, but for safety.
Paragus is stunned.
My king, may I speak as a friend and not an advisor? Of course.
Paragus puts his hand on his old friend's shoulder.
This isn't like you, Vegeta. What is going on?
Vegeta bows his head with a sigh.
When I sent Tarble away for being too passive and weak, it made me realize something I thought about for a long time.
He turns and walks back to the balcony, looking right back at that floating spacecraft.
3 generations of my bloodline ruled this planet ever since we took it from the Tuffles. We've expanded our empire through battle and trade, just inevitably be conquered ourselves. But for all the ruthless Sands I've come across, there always seems to be that damn runt. Doesn't want to hurt, they just want to protect the weak. It sickens me.
Vegeta breaks apart of the balcony by squeezing the railing too hard.
Vegeta, my friend.
Paragus starts to speak, but is interrupted by Vegeta.
But I never realized how much my bloodline meant to me. Until I sent both of my goddamn sons off planet. They are my pride. My legacy. Weak or strong. Please leave. I need to drink and wallow while I still can.
Paragus, shocked by all of this, barely getting out.
My liege, but what of the people? They...
Just then, a bottle is flung past him, breaking on the wall. It is at this moment he noticed the entire room, including the tyrant, smelt like wine. So he turns to leave and deal with the issue himself. On the other side of the planet, in the rocky pillar wasteland, the desperate, hopeful couple lay down a pod containing their hopes and dreams. Kakarot. Bardock reassures his kin. Listen, son, we'll come get you once everything turns out okay. I promise. The infant looks to his mother and father, with happiness and confusion.
We love you, Kakarot. No matter what happens, we'll be with you forever.
As she says this, Bardock finishes setting the coordinates to Earth. The latch hisses as it comes to a close. Kakarot, with tears in his eyes, puts his hand on the glass, screaming to be held by his mother and or father. His parents smile at him, so he doesn't know how bad of a situation this truly is. They want the last memory of them to be them smiling.
Goodbye, Kakarot. We love you.
Guinea turns to Bardock in shock as the ship leaves for the rock.
You just said...
But before she can finish, a gigantic ball of fire that looks like as if it appeared from nowhere is slowly heading toward the planet.
Bardock, are we gonna...
He grabs her and brings her in for a kiss, jarring her completely.
I turned down King Vegeta's offer to become an elite, because I would have had to leave you behind. I couldn't do that because, just like you said, you're mine.
Staring into her eyes, the yellow tint bathing the entire planet. He smiles. He hesitates, but knows there's no time. He takes off his bandana and puts it in her hands. He asks,
Will you be mine forever, Guinea?
Tears fill her eyes as she smiles, kissing him back.
Oh my love. Only forever?
They hug as the planet gets engulfed in light. A huge explosion shakes the solar system, and then nothing but a floating ship, stagnant, just like all the screams of an entire race came to be. But hope lives on through one child, on a collision course for a planet we all know and call home, Earth. Thank you all so very much for watching and listening. This is something I'm very excited and passionate about, so I hope you stick with me through it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe and all that good old garbage.